What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Kickin' Knowledge. I'm Kick Game Rick James, y'all already know. We're out here in the beautiful Ocho Rios, Jamaica, man. It's lit out here, yo. I'm having a great time chilling with the fam right now. I'm in this jacuzzi, late night swim, enjoying this beautiful weather, enjoying the culture. Jamaica has so many things to offer, and we're gonna give you some great vlogs from out here, man. I have some great stuff. Happy you guys are checking in. Let's go. Peace. Today's topic is a question I get asked all the time. Kick Game, Rick James, how do you get your items? How are you out there purchasing these exclusive kicks? I want to get down. Can you hook me up? Show me how to do it. And yes and no, I can. Because I want to help. That's why I started this platform, to share information, you know, to give you guys the scoop on how I figure it out and how I learn about different releases. So, first off, is I follow different platforms. I check on different social media platforms, different media platforms, such as Sneaker Bar Detroit, Sneaker News, Soul Links, Sneaker Twitter, a bunch of different platforms that have information on them. I monitor these platforms, I check on them, I see what sneakers are coming out. You know, you get a hint of different releases months in advance. They are always leaked by the brand somehow, and people are able to purchase, or rather people are able to learn about these releases early on. And I see, you know, start off with a colorway and a particular silhouette, if that's a particular shoe that I like. And then I kind of take it from there, you know. I say, okay, this is the shoe I want. This particular shoe, denim, Jordan 4. I was definitely into it. You could sign me up for it, take my money, Jordan brand, if I was able to purchase it. So I knew that release was on its way. So what I had to do is I had to study it a little bit, figure out how the releases were releasing this particular release, because every release is different. Found out that they had some raffles they were giving out at the LEVIS store down in New York, and then did all the other raffles that I was able to enter. You have End has a raffle, you had the SNS raffle, you had the Kith raffle. All these are stores that I'm mentioning, and you had the Concept raffle. You had all these raffles you had to enter. Many of them you could enter from the comfort of your home, via their Instagram, or through their website, or through their app that some of these websites have, and you enter. You're able to put in your size, the location you want to pick it up at, and some other information if they ask for it. Then you just wait. You play the waiting game. You cross your fingers, you hope something hits, and you wait for that phone call, or for that email, or for that text, or for however they notify you. I got an email for these particular pair from Kith. It was my first win. I entered at Kith Brooklyn. I went for the black Levi. It was my favorite color out of the two that were coming out. So, you know, sometimes you have to pick between which shoe you want to go for in a particular release. It could be for financial reasons. It could be for the availability of a particular shoe, how limited it is, and that can kind of dictate how you go about, you know, entering for a particular shoe. I would always suggest that you go for something that you like. I always go for my size. So at the end of the day, if the shoe is something that once I get it, I don't like it, the materials are not what I like, or something is, because we do not get to see what these shoes look like prior to the release. Unless you're, you know, you have a link somewhere, or you're seeded by a particular brand and they're sending you particular shoes in advance. But for the general public, for everyone else, we have to just kind of wait for the release to happen to even feel how even new hyped silhouettes feel, you know? I was just talking about this earlier. I got to get a pair of the off-white Air Force Ones, and I put it on, and it is one of the most comfortable sneakers on the market. I love it. I mean, it's an amazing rework of an old sneaker. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot of ways to find out information. Twitter, like I keep telling you guys, is a huge resource for you guys to find information at. Kicking Knowledge, again, is another resource. We will start somehow giving you that information. The thing is that right now information is all over the place, and each particular store is able to releases how they dictate fit, how they see fit. So they could put it online, they could put it on Twitter, they could email certain people, they could make you spend a certain amount to join a certain sneaker group. And then within that sneaker club, you have access to limited items and limited sneakers and limited, purchases. So there's a plethora of different ways that they are trying to make the game fair, I guess. Maybe it's fair, maybe it's not. You guys can chime in and let me know what you think. But you have to do your homework. You have to say, okay, this is the release I'm going for. This is what I need to do. And then the other thing that I can tell you guys to do lastly is to develop relationships, is to meet people, go out there, network, go to different sneaker events, It's not all about just getting items. It's about building different relationships. And from that process, it'll become easier. You'll be aware. It'll actually become something that you and your associates and friends talk about all the time. Talk about sneakers and talk about different things. So it'll give you a whole different perspective on, what is, what items you want to get, the stories behind these sneakers. There's a lot of storytelling being told right now, a lot of collaborations happening right now, So if there's a brand that you have a kinship to that from your youth or something like that, you can follow up with it and say, okay, they're gonna have a collaboration. Let me start following their social media platform to see how they're gonna handle this particular release, because it's all up for grabs right now, And lastly, there's some resale aftermarket sites that you guys can follow and check, But there's been a lot going on right now where people have been saying that certain things are fake, certain websites are selling or not doing such a great process in the verification process, and people are getting fake sneakers and stuff like that. I have been fortunate, knock on wood, to have never gotten a fake. I don't order a lot through the resale aftermarket. Most of my stuff I try to get retail at a particular store. So like for every sneaker within my collection, there's a story behind it. There's a story of how I got it. There's a story of crazy release, thousands of people showed up for, or something that I can remember. There's a connection there for me. And that to me I like, Some things I had to go into the aftermarket because they were sneakers that I missed out on. Because I wasn't aware, because I was new to this, just like, some of you are new to this. So that's why, we want to kind of just give you that information out there so you're aware of what's going on. You know how to pick up stuff. And ask a question, I'll respond. Hit it below, hit the link, type up on the comments some questions. I'll be sure to answer them and let you guys know how to get certain releases, what you need to do, what platforms you need to follow. I know people that have their mom, their grandmom, their auntie, and everybody else entering raffles for them. That's what the game has become. So I want to thank you guys for checking in. I'm Kick Game Rick James. Y'all already know. Hit that like button, that subscribe, share with your friends. Keep following. We love the support. And, we're going to keep giving you that content even though we're on vacation out here in the beautiful Negril, Jamaica. So keep checking in and keep supporting. Love y'all. Peace.